I'm about to open my box up of the Retron5. Just got it today after a hassle at the post office. But I'm going to open it up here. I'm going to use my penknife. I guess I should have been more prepared. Let's see if it's the one I ordered. Hopefully. So we got peanuts. I'm not doing a very good job opening this. Right. Oh, damn it. Alright. Peanuts. What for? Alright. I ordered a bunch of peanuts, so let's see. There's something in there. I feel a box, trying not to get these peanuts in the way. Alright. And here we go. Retron5. I like the look of the box. The box is cool. So you can see it. Got a black one. Like the that one looked alright. Reminded me of a Super Nintendo, but I like the way the black looks. Do a little sideways here. So I am going to go ahead and open it here. Let's see here. How do I open this box? I'm guessing that. Get my pen knife here. It's not really a knife, it's just a pen. Trying to do this one-handed. Try not to rip the box here. I can keep it. Let's set this down for a minute. Right. See, we got the controller. Which I was wondering how the controller feels, so I got that. Almost dropped it. It feels a little weird in my hand, but power. What do we got here? USB cable. We'll try to charge that. HDMI cable. Here's the system itself, manual, some stickers, and I'll set this down again. Take this out. Alright. See here we got a place so you can put your controller, which it doesn't. There we go. Still flashing. You got your Sega Genesis slot, Super Nintendo, NES, and Famicom. And on your front, you got your Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy power button, and then let's drop the remote. Original ports. It's very light. SD card, which you gotta supply yourself, HDMI and USB and AC. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook it up, play with it for a little while, update it, and then I'll tell you how I thought of it. Okay, this is what it looks like on the Game Boy Advance. It's not too bad at all. Going from my tiny screen to the big screen like that, it's pretty good. Alright, I got Mother 2 in there to the Retron, and we got the screen right here. I love this game. I need to pick this up, like, I got the complete box to Mother 2, the manual, the controller guide, and the plastic slip for it for like 20 bucks. Not bad. I love this franchise. I love the franchise of Earthbound Mother. It's really good. I'm going to show you a Famicom game. Plays very well. I just hope they put some sort of IPS patcher option in for the Retron5. That'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, it's a Super Famicom, and it plays well. At first, the connection wasn't so good, so I had to insert it. At first, I didn't think it would recognize it. I'm going to go out of the menu here. I'm using the controller that came with it. I mean, I don't like it. It does not feel good in my hand. So if you want to play long periods of time, you really can't with this controller, because just the way it's designed, it just doesn't really, as you can see, doesn't really fit in your hand all that well. That's the Mother 2. I'm gonna go and get a another Famicom and see how that plays. Alright, yeah, I got a Famicom Mother, the first one. I got all three of them, and let's see how this works. So you can go down to game menu, go to cheats, and it does have cheats for Japanese games too. So let's exit out of that. And also, down here, you can copy your saved data from the cartridge to the Retron, which you can either have it saved on internal memory or SD card. And right there, you can copy the save back to the card. I did try yesterday. I was playing around for about an hour or so, seeing if I could take the save file, put it on an SD card, and play on an emulator on my phone or the PC, and it did not work. But I'm gonna still play with that. It was just the emulator didn't support .save for the Super Nintendo. So now it's loading. Seems to be playing fine. That worked first try of inserting. Alright. That is my save file. Oh my god, look at that. It looks so awesome. Just imagine this actually came out in the United States. It would have been so awesome at the time. 89. Well, it probably would have came out here in like 90, 91. I took one. I do not speak Japanese, so I have no clue what the hell this is saying. I'm just guessing. Again, I would love for this thing to be able to patch games to English, because there's a lot of good Japanese games out there that never came here, and I would like to play. Some of it is English. You win. Oh no, what's going on? I can't get out of my room. There we go. Let's go up here. But if this game actually did come out, it would have been so awesome. Back in the day, I would flip my shit. Because I didn't really get into, I didn't really get into the RPGs on the NES. I started actually with Earthbound and Secret of Evermore. Is when I started getting into RPGs. But this one, I probably would have got into it. Yay, I win! What's going on? Alright. But yep, that is the Famicom. Is working just fine in it. And yesterday I showed you, don't mind my mess of wires down there. I gotta clean all that up. Since most of those are old consoles, so I got this, so the reason why I got this is so I can clean up all that shit. But yeah, I'm really excited for their future updates. Now, this company isn't like the greatest company in the world at all. It's probably the last product I ever get from them. And there's so many complaints against this company, so many. And I don't blame them for the stuff they pulled. But it's out now. It's not readily available in like in a bunch of stores or anything, obviously. Most of it was pre-orders that were filled, except for some people on Amazon didn't get their orders filled. But I got mine. I didn't pre-order it. I just bought someone's pre-order. Paid a little extra for it, but it was worth it. So as I play more with it, I'll tell you what I found. Now, the cheats, to install the cheat files, that was a little difficult. I did it exactly how they said it, but it wasn't finding them. So I eventually figured out the hierarchy of the folders should be Retron, cheats, and then the XML files of the cheat codes. But as I play with it more, I will record it and post it. Alright, I forgot I didn't do the regular Game Boy and Game Boy Color. So right there I got Pokemon Blue in there, and as you can see, Pokemon Blue. And if I go down here, I got the cheats. Only like 4 of them. But on Pokemon I don't cheat, so it takes the fun out of it. So now we're going to go to play. I do got a filter on there, so it looks like classic scan lines. But as you can see, it's not that distorted at all. Like, let me turn the filters off so you can see what it looks like. Normal. And take the scan lines off. See, now also in this menu, I'm going to show you. You can load state, save state, just like any emulator. You can pick a slot to save it in and save. So, at any given time in games, you can go back, you can save at any time just like you can on an emulator. So that's awesome. So you can take your original card, obviously, and save them whenever you want. And that's very useful because me and a friend have been jamming out on some Donkey Kong Country, and there's times where we had to replay levels so many freaking times. Like, we had to play one level for like 4 hours because I just couldn't beat it. But eventually I did. So you can take a screenshot and that will save it on your SD card. Now it doesn't have a thing to record movies or anything, but I'm sure eventually that they will have that. You can even adjust the volume of the game. And of course you got return to menu and system reset. So now that I took out all the filters, let's return back the game. And you can see I did cut it off the screen a little bit. But you can adjust that in the settings, I believe. So we're gonna go to continue. Yeah, I know I don't got that many Pokemon. I just played through it and I'm gonna go back. So here's the game. And you see, for being on a 47-inch screen from a 3-inch screen, it's not that distorted at all. Did a pretty good job of scaling that up. I don't know how much you can hear me because I got this up kind of loud, so let me go ahead and but the scale of it, the upscale of it, is not distorted or anything that much, so it's acceptable for me. So let's return to menu, and let's go down to settings, see if I can. You can adjust zoom, normal, aspect ratio. Normal, it kind of like puts in its own little box. Stretch, it stretches it full screen. Zoom, I don't know what it does. I'm just guessing it zooms. Screen size, and you can adjust it like so. So on the audio settings, you got sound enhancement, bass boost, treble boost, gooey sound effects, which turn that off because that's kind of annoying. Volume, you can manage and remap the buttons and hot buttons. Region, you can set it US, Europe, Japan. I keep it on auto. There's no point to select it. Then you got auto load state, which the last save state you do, it automatically loads out when the game starts. And then it also has auto start when the cartridge is loaded, which I keep that off in case I want to do something else. Automatically import saves on first run and save data location on the SD card I selected, so I could take it out and put it on the PC and back it up there. File manager and quick information on startup system and write firmware request to SD card. So that is the settings. So let's go back. We're going to go ahead and remove that, and we're going to go ahead and put it in Crystal. Main card not inserted. I must not have inserted it correctly. Card not inserted. Okay. Let's see what I'm doing here wrong. Card. Oh, there it goes. I mean, I don't get that. Because when you insert it, it stops at a certain point, and there's like no way around that. But sometimes it doesn't make very good connection, and these games are clean because I always clean my games. Let's go ahead. And that says something about something loaded. So let's see it a little more. It didn't cut off the screen. Shit, I should have got another one. Alright, let me do a different one. I have not, I got that like a few months ago. Because I never played Crystal. My friend had it, but I never played it. I was always more into gold and silver. So let's try yellow, because that's a little bit in color. Not fully in color, but a little bit. That one worked right away. Okay, let's go ahead and play. Alright. I just started this to make sure it worked, and what do we have here? The screen is... What do we have here? That fucking hurt. And I dropped the controller. See, sharp edges on that, man. Oh, that's why. Let's go to stretch. And screen size, let's shrink that down a little bit more. Okay, let's go back and let's play. Oh man, much better. Alright, let's go outside here so we can get full screen. And as you can see, 47 inch, it's not bad at all. I really want to play this game. Might have found my addiction of the day. Yellow is one of my favorites. Yellow is one of my favorite ones out of all of them because it was more based on a TV show than any of them. And the TV show drove me crazy. I actually broke a window to get in the house to watch it. Alright, next let's test the Sega Genesis out. I haven't tested that yet, so let's get out of here. I need to go and get me a NES controller today. I have one somewhere, but I can't find it. I have an NES Advantage and just a regular NES one, so let me go get a Sega cartridge. Alright, I got a Sega Genesis cartridge. Having problems inserting it. And it's giving me an error message. So, okay. The Sega Genesis one, it's a little hard to insert. The only thing that I'm worried about is if the pins or the connector is going to wear out very fast. Now, this is one of my favorite games, but I like it more on the Super Nintendo than I do on the Sega Genesis due to the buttons. I'm going to try get one of the 6-button Sega Genesis controllers and see if it's better. Start the game. I want it on Super Nintendo because I had it on Super Nintendo when I was a kid. Most of my shit got lost. Alright, let's see. I'm only doing it one-handed, so as you see, Sega Genesis, but it's fine. Save the baby! This is the only game I know where babies can die. I don't know what they were thinking. So I can't shoot because I'm doing it one-handed. Okay. That's much better. Now I'm using the Retron controller. Let's get this baby. And this does have 6 buttons, and I can easily use one button to... Actually, I won't do it now. Well, I can use one button to switch instead of on the regular 3-button Sega Genesis controller. You do like a button combo and waste your item sometimes because you didn't execute it correctly. But the Sega Genesis works, so I think I tested everything. Actually, I have not played NES on this yet. So, let's go ahead and get out of this. Let's return. That's pretty cool. The Retron controller is actually useful for at least one game. Let's go ahead and take it out. And again, it's hard to get out. Damn. That is a downer. It's hard to get the Sega Genesis. Super Nintendo, it's not hard. Sometimes it's hard to take out. But Sega Genesis so far, it's kind of fucking hard to take out. Let's go ahead and load up the NES. See, as you see, he's trying to detect what it is while it is loading. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Manhattan Project. I love this game. It's not as good as the second one in the arcade edition, but it's pretty damn close. Wow, that hurt my eyes. Seizure Turtles. I also did get something pretty cool, turtle-wise. And I got it for like $200 cheaper than what they were about to sell it for. But I'll do that in another video. So, I'm gonna play with my chin here. Show my awesome hand and chin skills. I have a tripod. I'm actually doing pretty good by just using my chin. I'm just button mashing with it. But on my aftermarket NES, the one that has like a Famicom, so I got that in like 2005. It had, I mean, the video was kind of messy, like you would on a, like if it was like a dirty freaking NES. But now I think I tested all the slots. I don't have a power-based system to play Sega Master System, but I'm looking more into that, and I think I'm gonna get one of those aftermarket power-based light. They're only like $36, I think. I'm gonna get that because I would want to play some Sega Master System. But I never played a Sega Master System. I've seen them in real life, and my friend had one back in the day, but we just never hooked it up and played it. So and I see Sega Master games everywhere. But that's all the slots. I've tested it pretty good. I mean, so far it's good, but it still has a long way to go before it's great. Again, I don't really care for the company, and it's gonna be the last product I ever buy from them. But this so far is a pretty good quality product. I mean, I've only had it for a day, and it didn't arrive dead or anything, so we'll see how long it will last. If it breaks, I'm probably not gonna buy another one unless I can find it for cheap. So that's it, the Retron5. Again, don't mind my messy cables. It's pretty much a powerhouse in one of old gaming. Just imagine having this back in the 90s, man. That'll blow your fucking mind. But there's still more to come. They'll do updates. They seem to do pretty good with the updates. Releasing them, because I think they had 3 updates since June 6th. So, that's it. The Retron5. Retron5! It does exist. I'm just a regular person, you know, so I just bought someone's pre-order online, so that's it. If I find out anything new or cool, I will post as well, but I think I went through everything. Alright, see ya.